Republican libertarian guy.
It's a nut.
You know what, Tom? I agree. But I kind of like him because his name is short, Ron Paul, and that's easy to put on a bumper sticker.
It's confusing though.
Yeah, because he's got two first names.
Because if you put on your bumper sticker Paul for president,
who could it be?
it could be Paul Simon.
Would you vote for Paul Simon?
In a heartbeat. Oh wait, I have something else to say about Ron Paul, how
Okay.
I knew he was a nut.
Okay.
In front of the UN building, or maybe it's on the side, I'm not sure. There's a monumental statue of a gun, and the barrel of the gun is like tied in a knot to signify the Earth's quest for peace. Ron Paul wrote that that was emblematic of a UN conspiracy to take away Americans' guns.
Wouldn't it backfire?
The gun or
Yeah.
the plan?
For me, is Giuliani, because he's
Italian,
Italian, number one,
Catholic.
Catholic,
Mafia connected.
mafia connected, and he's socially liberal, but fiscal conservative and big on defense.
But I don't think he's an honest person, and I'd say the same thing about Hillary. You know, I think Americans at this point want someone that's frank and open and honest. But regardless of whether we've ever had that or not, which maybe we've never really had that, I think that's what people are looking for. I think at this point there's been so much dishonesty and so much propaganda and so much concealing of what's really going on. Do you really want to know? Well, that's a good question too. I mean, can Americans face the truth?
And to me, it almost seems like Giuliani is the third-party candidate, if he can make it past Iowa and New Hampshire. Plus, he's Italian.
That's right. Not in history.
There's been no Italians in history. Oh,
President.
well, no Italian presidents.
Well, interestingly, very few, little to no ethnic presidencies. I mean, not only Italians, but, you know, Poles or...
Well, white trash is an ethnicity.
Excited?
Yeah.
Well, I do sort of like Obama. I mean, to me, he represents probably the character, the candidate who's closest to being a frank, open type of politician. Something that was kind of interesting on a forum where people were discussing why people hated the Clintons, why that visceral gut hatred, where that came from, what it meant. And I know that you're one of those people.
No, lentils.
You can't be serious. Split pea.
Lentils.
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 Guys, don't get all uncool and heavy. Let's play some music.
All day, it's all night. Oh no, it's another sandfly ride. Sandfly, sandfly. Punch, 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 all biting down. It's not a wool jersey or a jar of Vegemite. It's a body full of welts from their sandfly. Whoa, sandfly, sandfly. Sandfly, sandfly.
What reward then is there for the artist if they're not going to get paid for their work? If 90% of what goes out into the world, they're not going to get compensated for.
What reward is there now?
Well,
Doesn't
under
it feel
the
good?
Yeah.
Personal accomplishment.
there's that.
You get to wear a spacesuit.
We'd like to thank the universe for silence, the common denominator to all artistic and soulful meaning. You are hereby granted to create or partake of it at will. It's free.
Yeah, I know.